right. I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself. Let's do it.
Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to...
And box.
Do you want to win this fight? I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back.
Let's do it.
working. It's not like switch southpaw.
Apa lagi nih? Apa nih? Error kayak gini anjing. Gak beres. Rusak gini nih.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion. It's the King Ryan. And this one has all of those big fights. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. No rest for the weary. That counter punch caught him clean. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through, pull her right there. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao now.
Completely get your mind.
Just missed with that hook. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Big shot, and down goes Garcia.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and put you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
They exchange punches. We about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas.
He's dazed. Where shall he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble.
Boleh juga kok ya.
Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in. There's the bell to start round 3. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Gila nih game. Putus tengah jalan terus. Padahal jaringannya bagus loh ya. PS5 6 juta murah gak bang? Ada orang jual. Murah itu. Yang dispersi apa yang digital? Dapat stick 2 apa 1? Ya, tanya dulu, sticknya dapat 2 apa 1? Terus digital versi apa disk versi?
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Okay, forget about it. Forget about that knockdown.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
The First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brækhus, one of the most decorated athletes in the history of the sport.
This bout is...
Not too many. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And that hook misses. Right jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
She can't miss with that right jab. You don't want to trade shots. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about break us in that last round.
Focus, we've got a minute. Just breathe.
Here's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Good counter shot by her. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. This is not where Cecilia Breakus wants to be. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Breakus. The bell rings and we start the third. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Incredible work rate. She got clipped by that counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Breakus seeing stars.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
How did they not go down?
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about break. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot by her. Punch, counter punch. He wasn't ready for that counter. Good defense on that right hook. Tried to score with a jab. It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
She catches and counters. Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that risk. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a shot, and down goes Breakus.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
Let's talk about Breakus. On to the fifth we go. Johnny, she looks pretty good right now, but how do you think she's going to hold up after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
There's a counter shot. Can't land that jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A lot of effort being exerted here. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Defense is not an option for these two. Swing and a miss with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alicia now. This is the beginning of round 6. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
She scores with that count. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That hook won't score. perfect counter lands. So close for that uppercut. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about it.
Oh boy.
And there's the bell for round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Stamina is off the charts. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Looking hook, but it was blocked. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about breaking. And there's the bell for round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Just missing with the right uppercut. That jab doesn't score. Straight right just misses. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Straight right just misses. That right uppercut misses. A very very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about break. And there's the bell for round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. That uppercut misses. They exchange punches. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Breakus in that. This is the 10th. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not...
The First Lady of Boxing has to go down.
Oh, what? What a shot! What? Oh, my goodness!
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Cecilia Brake is now on the brink. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Beautiful counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch. Oh, right there. Wow, what a shot. And it's over. A home run.
Mampus kau. Dia menang kau.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the big...
Menang angka, bos. 85, 86. Menang 2. Oi, umbal. Ya, kalah.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We're at Ebony the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
All the talking. And that's the opening bell, round 1. Blocks that left hook. They're both trying for a knockout. Fighters love being in the... Hold her right there. Now being pursued on her back foot. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
She scores with that counter. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that nuts.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And she just wobbled Delphine pursued. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no... Did you see that? Ebony Bridges on her back foot. Let's talk about Bridges and... Here we go for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Throws the jab, but does not score. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter lands. They both want the knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. She catches and counters. Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The right hook just missed. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bridges in that.
Get back up.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. done with that counter shot. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Catch and shoot. Just missing with the uppercut. Good counter punch. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter shot by her. Don't score with that right uppercut. She wasn't ready for that counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. And Ebony Bridges is rocked.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it. Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Beautiful counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
She misses with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Holding nothing back here in the round. Can't land that jab. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. Ebony Bridges on wobbly legs.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
She got clipped by that counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with that jab. They exchange punches. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about bridge focus. On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here.
Bam.
And the referee's going to allow them to fight. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Swing and a miss with that jab. Straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bridget. There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Good counter shot by her. Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Two are the perfect dance partners. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruises. The fight is over.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job here.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this?
bersedia masak, ibu mundur ke meja masak. Kayak mundur kan ibu? Mundur kayak jadi ini kita dalam 2 kali ini ya. Salah satu komitmen kita berikan bantuan. Tapi pasang ini bu. Kalau ibu tidak bersedia masak, ibu mundur ke meja masak. Kayak mundur kan ibu? Mundur kayak jadi ini kita dalam 2 kali ini ya. Salah satu komitmen kita berikan bantuan. Tapi pasang ini bu. Kalau ibu tidak bersedia masak, ibu mundur ke meja masak. Kayak mundur kan ibu? Mundur kayak jadi ini kita dalam 2 kali ini ya. Salah satu komitmen kita berikan bantuan. Tapi pasang ini bu. Kalau ibu tidak bersedia masak, ibu mundur ke meja masak. Kayak mundur kan ibu? Mundur kayak jadi ini kita dalam 2 kali ini ya.
Gak ada musuh nih. Aduh.
Pasang ini bu. Kalau ibu tidak bersedia masak, ibu mundur ke meja masak. Kayak mundur kan ibu? Jadi ini adalah penampakan cacing kita pada kucing. Cacing ini biasanya bersegmen-segmen dan panjang, lalu terlepas dan biasanya terlihat di area sekitar anus kucing. Waspada, cacing ini menular ke manusia. Jadi ini adalah penampakan cacing kita pada kucing.